Hello everyone, and then welcome to this course on Pattern. That's using the Pattern library with Python. So in this course, we are actually going to dive into the start of our project. So in my Jupyter notebook file, I'm going to new, and then I'll click on Python 3. Okay, so let's wait for it to load the interface. So first, we'll have to install the Python Pattern library. Okay, I can give my project Pattern project, so Pattern NLP project. Okay, and then I'm going to pip install. So pip install pattern, and then I'll run it. So let's wait for it to load or download the necessary dependencies. Okay, this is very quick because I already have it downloaded. Okay, so you can see requirements already satisfied. Okay, so next, let's see what we want to do now. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to import some pattern models. So from pattern, I'm going to do, we want pattern.en, so that's the en model. Okay, we want to import pass, run it, and then from pattern en.en model, we want to import pprints. So import pprints. So pprints in Python is going to help us make our documents or make everything well, like prettify, okay, the data structure that we'll be working with. So now let's try something. Okay, so pass, and then into brackets, inside the bracket, let's type I see the moon, and the moon sees me. Now out of we'll put a comma here, then we are going to type some um, codes here that would help us get something. So first we want to tokenize. So tokenize is actually going to help us remove the punctuations in our documents or in this text. Okay, so tokenize, I'll set it to true, comma, and then the tags, I'll also set the tag to true. Okay, so I'm going to pause, and then I'll fill all this, and then I'll explain it later. Okay, so welcome back. Okay, so we passed this, okay, this text or sentence. Okay, and then we are using some properties or codes here. So first we set it to tokenize to true. So tokenize is going to split the punctuation marks from the words. Okay, and then we want some tags. Okay, so the tags, we set our tags to true for that to get some parts of speech. So you have nouns, adjectives, and the likes, and then we have tags. So tags will also help us with, oh, I just spoke of tags, chunking. So I'll set the chunks to false. Okay, so chunking will also help us to get some noun, phrase, verb, and then let's say phrase, noun. Okay, then relations was set to false. Okay, so this going to also like a subject and then object relationship. Okay, that's for the text. And then lemma, we set our lemma to false. Okay, and then encoding is more of like kind of string encoding, UTF -8 -8. Then tag set is also something I think you wouldn't want to know, but it has something to do with pen tree bank kind of settings, but you don't have to know this for now. Okay, but you can still search on this, and then encoding. Okay, these are things that we use in web development and certain things. Okay, so now let's see if we print this, what comes out, or the outcome of this. Okay, so I'm going to print this, then let's see what happens. Where is the error? Runtime error, generator raise stop iteration. Okay, so let's see. I have comma, none. Okay, Let me run it again. So I'm going to run everything again, and then let's hope everything works. Okay, I'll run this, and then I'm going to run this. Then let's run this. I still have the error. Run it again. Okay, so there's the outcome. Okay, so you can see we have RB, VB, verb. That's for the C. The there, that's there is a determiner. The moon is a noun. CC. So these are, there is also a determiner, moon, noun, C's, verb. The me is a phrase, kind of noun phrase. That's a noun phrase. Okay. These are things that people with linguistic background would actually understand, because they are codes or they are texts that if you search online, you should have them. Okay. So if you search online, you should know the meaning of this noun phrase. Like, yeah, it's been provided. I should have provided it. But let's say in the lesson, I'll take a screenshot of it and then I'll, yeah, add it to the document. Okay. So now let's see what we want to do now. Okay, so let's try another exercise here. So I'm going to type print, and then I'll pass this. So pass, so print into brackets, and then pass inside that same brackets, and then quotation comments. I'm going to type some text. Okay, so let's say I drove. I'm going to pause it and then type all of these. Okay, so welcome back. So this was what I was able to type. So I drove my car to the hospital yesterday and saw the seller sold his phone that he got years ago. Okay, so this is just something that we made up. So we set our relations to true so that we get the subject and then the object relations, and then we set our lemma to true. Okay, so now if I run this, okay, let's see what happens. Oops, another exception. Let me pause it in there. Okay, so normally if you get an error, try running it again. Okay, so this is what we have. So you can see, since we brought the relations true, lemma true, you can see we have this table here, kind of table, and you can see the tag, the chunk, row ID, uh, phrasal, now the lemma. So if I check here the drove, you can see we have drive for lemma. Okay, because drive is from the word, or it originates, or is from the root word drove. Let's see if we'll get another. So saw is, we have see. Okay, sold, we have what, sell, and the likes. And then you can see the chunking, the role, subjects. Okay, so subject, object, then the tag. Okay, so we have verb, noun, determinants, where's DT, determinants, and a whole lot. Okay. Okay, so let's try the same thing, but this time we want to split it and see something here. So here, just somewhere here, okay, I'm going to put dot split. I want to split the text, okay, as some spaces. Okay, so at a space we want to split this text. Okay, if we put comma or full stop here, meaning anywhere we have comma and full stop, we want to split that text. Okay, but for now, where we have spaces, we want to split it so that we see some documentation somewhere, or the outcome here. Okay, so split. Okay, so you can see we have the I and then it splits, and then you can see it's giving us its prepositional pronoun. Is it prepositional pronoun? We have the noun phrase. So the, let's see. So only the I alone. Okay, so you can see it has split the I alone, and then it has its properties. Okay, its linguistic properties here, and then we have the drove too. So there's a drove, and then we have its linguistic properties here. The my too has it's, so when you use the splits, okay, so splits empty string or empty, you are splitting the text as spaces. If you put a full stop, meaning anywhere there's full stop, you want to split the text. If it's a comma, you would also want to split it as a comma. Okay, so there's an exercise that you might want to try out with other text. So you can decide to change this text here and then see the outcome. Okay, and then you do similar to this one. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and then I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.